Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Syed Musa Kalim from Epicop, and today I'm gonna show you how we could log in using Firebase authentication. We have seen how to register a user using Ionic 3 and with Ionic 3 with Firebase authentication, and in this part 2 I'll show you how we could log in using the existing user in Firebase authentication. So if you forget to watch my previous video on Firebase authentication, then do watch it. Then only you can understand this part, because in that part I have shown you the registration of a user using Firebase authentication. Now we'll see the login part. So we shall begin now. So in this file login.html, I have created a form with two input fields similar to the log register page with username and password, and I have given a button called login here. And on the form submission I am calling this method. This event will call this user login method, and we have that login user login method here, right here in this in the login.ts file. So what we'll do is we'll copy the angular fire auth import statement from register.ts and we'll paste it here, because we have to use this in the login part as well. So after importing that statement, we'll pass a constructor inside, we'll pass a parameter inside the constructor, and Firebase auth, which is of type angular fire auth. So now we could use this Firebase auth to log in the user. This dot Firebase auth dot sign in. And now you could see here we have a different list of options. So I'm gonna select sign in with email and password method, because I have registered the user using create with email and password method. So as we are using email and password or authentication method, so we have to use this method, that is email and password method. And as you can see here, it also accepts two parameters similar to register function, which we have seen in our previous video. That is the two parameters are email and password, which are of type string. And now we could use the two values, the two input fields, this dot user dot value or dot value. It is not showing here. This dot user dot value, comma, this dot password dot value. And it also returns promise after passing two parameters similar to the register function, that is create with email and password method, as we have seen in our earlier video. So now it's time to return a promise, and I'll give data here, and I'll show my promise return value in the console, that user logged in successfully. So this message will be shown inside our console. And also I'll pass the optional parameters, which is of type any, and it is a array. So I'll give this dot firebase auth dot auth dot auth dot dot current user. So I'll use this. So it displays the current user name, and after seeing this or after displaying this message in the console.log, I'll just show a alert controller on the page, and I'll push that page to another page. I mean to say that I'll navigate my page to another page after the user logged in successfully. Message appears on the console. So I'll show you in the later part of this video. For now it is okay. I'll show this message in the console.log, and if we got any errors, so in that case we'll use, no, we have to use differently. So which is of type, yeah, you could see here, if we got if we get any error while login, then we'll simply say error logging logging in error login ing. So you could say anything, error error, or you could say user cannot log in due to some errors. So this message will appear in the console if we get any error. And also I'll pass a error optional parameter. Now this will run our Ionic app login method. As you could see here, I have a registration part in this file, this .firebase.auth create user with email and password. But now I am logging my login, and now I am showing how to log in our Ionic app using Firebase. So this is the way which you could use to log in a user. Now we'll hit save, and we'll run this application now to see whether it works or not. Ionic lab, this command will run on Ionic lab. So after seeing this, I'll show you how to create an alert controller after logging in successfully, and how we can navigate to another page. But first we need to see that our application is working fine or not. We have to check it. So hope it is clear so far. We have import Angular Fire auth, and we have taken a parameter inside the constructor, and we have used that parameter to sign in with email and password, and we have simply passed two parameters, the user value and the password, name and password. So after it returns a promise, and simply we are showing in the console. If we get any errors, then also we are showing in the console. So this command, yeah, I'll say no here. It is asking me to update my Ionic CLI plugin, but I don't want to update it now, so I said no. This will run our Ionic app, so we have to wait for some time. This might take some time to get compiled. So till then I'll show you the documentation part which I have shown you in the earlier videos. So this alert controller we are going to create now in the later part of this video when the user successfully logged in, and also we'll navigate to another page as I have said you earlier. So if you forget to watch my previous video on Firebase authentication with Ionic 3, then do watch it, because you don't understand this video until and unless you watch that video. You have to watch that video to understand this video, because I have shown you the registration part of a user in that video, and this is the part 2. This is the continuation part of that video. You can see here our application is ready, and soon it will be launched on the browser. Yeah, it is running now. You can see here I have already selected iPhone platform, so it runs only on iPhone. You could select Android and Windows as well. Login, and will give Musa. First of all, I'll open my console to see the result, to see the promise, and also I'll open my Firebase dashboard. Yeah, and I'll give my password which I have given while registration. Yeah, you can see here user logged in successfully. I have clicked login here button, and I'll show it again. Now this time I'll show you. Musa@gmail.com is the user which I have used while registration, and I am also giving the password. When I click login here button, yeah, you can see here user logged in successfully, and also we are getting the data. So this data from the Firebase, we are getting this data, and I'll show you the user details are available on our Firebase authentication dashboard. I have changed my account, so I'll open it using a different account. So you can see here our application is running fine and it is working fine. Yeah, this was my project which I have created earlier, and I'll show you the user with the musa. Yeah, you can see here musa@gmail.com is the user which I have registered while registering into this app using this form, register form. Now I have logged in using this form, and we are able to log in into the Ionic app using Firebase authentication. Now I'll show you how you can create an alert controller on the success message. Import alert controller from Ionic hyphen Angular. So this alert controller should be passed as a parameter inside the constructor public alert controller of type alert controller. So this method is used to create an alert controller, and after displaying the message in the console, let alert equals to this dot alert controller dot create. This method will create the alert controller with the title. We have a Ionic documentation, you can see here. Yeah, we have seen here that we'll just copy these all options, title, subtitle, and button, and we'll paste it here. this method new user will delete this message subtitle, will delete this subtitle message and will show only hooray subtitle and OK button, and will present this alert dot present. This method will show the alert controller on our screen. So on the positive promise value, this alert controller will be shown on our page. And after showing this alert controller, I'll say this dot nav controller dot push to home page. As we don't have home page import statement here, so we have to import home page from yeah, you can see here from single quotations dash dot dot home slash home, and we'll hit save. What we are doing here is when the user successfully logged in, we are just showing an alert controller, and then we are navigating the page to the home page. Now we'll see our application. It is building now, live reloading. We have saved all changes, and also I hope it is clear so far, and hope you are understanding about the registration and the login part using Ionic 3 with uh, Firebase Authentication. When we hit login button and when we give our username and password .com and the password login, yeah, you can see here, hooray, our alert control is showing on the screen, and we have navigated to the home page. You can see here again we got register and login buttons. So we have seen that how it is easy to register and log in a user using email and password method of Firebase authentication. You could also use Facebook authentication, Twitter, GitHub, and you could also use anonymous logins as well using Firebase in Ionic 3. Hope you understand about this video and hope you like it. Please like and subscribe my video, like and share my videos, subscribe to my channel, and thanks again for watching my videos.